Alright guys, it's Cassie with the Stylist Challenge. I have the man, colorist, George Alderete. So he has a great challenge for us as challengers. And what is that challenge?
Well, it's all about swatching. So let's swatch and learn.
Yeah, so the challenge is for us as stylists, colorists behind the chair, is to create swatches. Now, why are swatches important?
Well, for me, I think the challenge would be formulation and having a better understanding of what I'm using and who I'm using it on.
Yeah.
So that is a big one.
We talked about discovery. Discovery was a great word that we talked about when we did our little chat about this first. Discovery was a huge word. I'm like, yes.
Because for me, I always want to know, what is this color going to look like if I put it on that head hair? What is the percentage of gray? What is she going to look like with this type of a blonde? And they are always asking me these questions about, well, I want that perfect, cool blonde. And it never is cool enough. So on swatching, what it allows me to do is it helps me to discover exactly what formula I can use on her to create that cool blonde that she really wants.
Right. It kind of gives us like that extra amount of research that we have done by our own accord to be like, I'm the color expert. I know what this color is capable of because I've tested it. Not on a human, but I've tested it on swatches. And there's many different ways that we can create swatches, yeah?
Well, yeah, there are. And this is just one of the simplest ways, and this is how I used to do it all the time. When you get that young girl that wanted her first haircut, and you would cut all that length off, all you could do is just salvage the hair, take it, put a little pony, lock it in, and then that is, you have tons of swatches out of this beautiful, gorgeous virgin hair, which is really rare in the salon because usually we're working in color treated hair. And then you can just make single swatches out of them, and you can test them and color them and create different formulations on them.
Right, so a free way for us to be able to discover and test out these hair colors.
A free way.
A free way, yeah?
That's the best way.
Well, we got to spend a little money on that little bit of color.
We're already spending our time, but a little bit of money does make the investment much more rewarding for everybody. So I would do that and just kind of swatch them out. And you can do it on any level. You can do it on brunettes, you can do it on blondes, you can do it on even on color treated hair because it gives you an idea of lifting that hair and exactly what the history is of the hair. And that's just a whole other video that we can do later.
For sure.
Okay.
Alright, so we have a bunch of different types of swatches too. Of course, like having a client who cuts her hair off to donate for our personal research and discovery is primo.
It's
what
optimum.
we need is
That is
optimum.
the most optimal
But we
way.
have some other options too if we need something a little bit more, because those are great for us to start off on, but if we want something that looks like super professional that we can bring out to our guests to like showcase the color, we have some options there. What do you got?
These are great color swatches, and I get them by the packs, and there's so many different levels, and there's some blonde, and there's some white, and great coverage. And this really helps to create a nice color ring that you can show your client after you're done with your different formulations. And you can always do a formula, maybe you're thinking of something you wanted to use on her and create, you can just put that together for her, and then you can bring it out, and you can say, hey, look, these are some colors that I created for you. This is your percentage of gray. This is what it would look like to have more of an intense color. And this is what it would be like a little bit more natural. Here's the thing. They're going to look at you like you're such an expert. And the other thing is that you're really committed to what you love doing, which is hair color, which I love doing. So when I show them that, they're like, wow, you took the time to do that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And that really locks in the trust for them to come to you and get that service.
Perfect. Now, where are those ones from, these color swatches?
I ordered these for about $8, and I ordered them from the American Board Certified Hair Colorist. If you go online, ABCH, you look for their tools, and you can look them up on your swatches. They're about $8.
All right, so that's
a good investment.
abch.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yep.
And you can do just kind of like gray swatches. We can do blondes.
Blonding, here's the starting
course,
level.
like this
Here's
one.
the bleached, and then here's the toned. So that
Yeah.
gives you an idea right there. Fun colors. These
Right,
are
our fashion
huge
colors,
right now.
Vibrance. Yeah.
So these are done on white swatches, which you can see here, and it shows the vibrancy of the color and the tone. But honestly, it shows you the realisticness of the color on where you have to take it to. Sometimes you have a client that comes in with this level hair, and she wants this on her hair. But realistically, we know we can't achieve it. So when you swatch, you can show her, and you can show her the commitment that it would take if she brought it to that level and come in for that bleach touch-up every 3 weeks and then get that glaze over with the vibrant. She's going to understand the commitment and what it really takes. And it really gives her a realistic point of view of what you're doing, and that we just don't slop on color and create these beautiful, crazy looks that we see on Pinterest.
Use your magic wand, right?
Yeah.
You got that?
No, it doesn't happen. I'm out of dust.
Yeah, so let's talk about this swatch
Yeah.
too. So these are swatches that come in a bunch of different levels. They come in wefts. These are from Pivot Point. They come in, I got them in this bag, and it came
It's a huge bag.
It came with every single level from 1 to 10, so that way I can experiment and discover on every single level type.
I love these because I cut them in small pieces to create beautiful boards with storyboards if I'm going to do like a photo shoot, or if I'm going to create just a really nice picture of color. I like to use those, and you can use these, so many of them. You can cut them in 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch.
Yeah, this is one that hasn't been cut yet, and look at how much hair you get to be able to swatch and play with. So that's great. These are from Pivot Point.
Yep.
Pivot Point also has swatches that are kind of like this size, but they're about half the length.
They're this size right here.
Oh, yeah, let's show them this. This is awesome. George created a storyboard of different hair colors and used some different types of swatches to...
Well, especially in Pinterest right now, we're seeing a lot of variations in the pastels and the vibrants and with the grays. So I wanted to show what a combination of colors would be. The small ones that you have right here are from Pivot Point. They come in a set with about, I'd say 30, and it's only $13.
And it comes with all levels and gray,
and gray coverage. So you can really, really experiment and discover so many different variations of formulation.
Yeah,
So
awesome.
that's what I like to use those for, and they're small, so they're easy to use. That's another key in on that. When you're doing swatching, just remember you don't need to formulate and mix a whole 2 ounces of color.
Yeah, so we don't want to
waste your color.
No.
Use, maybe if you're weighing your color, maybe use a 1/2 ounce to a 1/2 ounce of developer, or if you're using grams, use about 5 grams to 5 grams equal parts, and that'll cover about 2 to 3 swatches. So just remember that. And with swatching, the other little tip that I'm going to give you is you really want to work that color in vertically, flip it over and work it through so you get really good saturation, so that you can see the trueness of the color and you won't mix any spots with your application.
Yeah. Another fun thing that I like to do with swatches, like let's say I'll take this blue one for example, I'll like maybe half the swatch and show like this is what my starting was and then this is my end result. So that way you'll have 2 different colors on one swatch. Or if you have a long swatch like this, I might color it up to about here. So that way you can see where you started and then here's...
Like right over here.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah.
So it shows you a little bit of a starting point and then what it looks like after you're done with the application.
Yeah. So yeah.
So different methods, different tips. Here's my last challenge that I'm going to be doing, and I hope that you tune in next time, because what I've discovered is this great book, and you're going to be so happy when I open it, because it is like, look at that, amazing.
This is pretty awesome.
So these are all sorts of swatches that myself and a group of friends can just play, swatch and learn. We have great coverage, we have a level 10, we have a beautiful level 8, we have a little bit of a deeper 7. And what I can do is just have different variations, and then they pop out of the book, but I can always take them with me. And this is a great tool to bring to your client and say, look, here's some of the things that I created and that I've been thinking about for you. And they love that.
It looks so professional.
It does.
Too. Like these are great to, just play and discover for ourselves, but to bring this out and show our guests, like, boom, this is all these colors that I've created. You can put pastel colors, fashion colors here, gray coverage. This is like pro to the max. That's like
the gold medal right there.
So where can we find this at?
That is also at ABCH. If you go online, you look for the color book under tools, you'll find it. And I believe you're going to put a link on there maybe?
Yeah, I'll put a link for you guys to find it if you're watching this video right now. So here's the thing. At the end of all our videos, we say, make your day. So, all right, guys, enjoy this challenge and make your day.
Make your day.
We hope you enjoy this challenge. Check out other videos on the Stylist Challenge YouTube channel for more, and make sure to subscribe. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at The Stylist Challenge. Thanks for watching.